Hey everyone, today we're back for another top MLM fail. And today we're going to revisit our dear friend, and I use that term loosely, Eric, and his wife as well. He's got some very touching and genuine advice for us, a message for us. Nothing to rant about. It is extremely late. I just recorded my Optavia video and I'm so lazy that I'm not even gonna change my hoodie. I finished work early and I've been recording ever since, and it's 10 p.m. now. So that's what's going on. I might be a little bit yawny and stuff like that, but please disregard that. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and let's just put a little disclaimer in here. Let's get into this shit show. Okay, so the first one was an ad that I actually got on one of Mateja's videos. So I thought it would be fun to screen record it and to play it for you guys. So let's take a listen to it.
So I've been in the industry for a long time now. Personally, reached the #1 international earner spot, sponsored over 750 people, helped many of the network marketers do really well. I'm not here to guarantee any kind of results. Just want to let you know my credentials before we go into this training. So a niche or a niche for me is having a particular group of people and what you help them actually accomplish, the problem you help them solve. The reason I believe that you need one to make your life a heck of a lot easier in this industry is because if you feel that everybody's a prospect, then also everybody's also competition. And what often happens is if you're going for the same prospects, you're chasing anybody, anyone will do, then you're up against every single other option that that prospect has. And
that's exactly what it is. Thank you so much, sir, for finally confirming what we've all been saying. You're not a community or co-workers or whatever. You're literally each other's competition. You're just out there trying to recruit whoever has a pulse. Thank you.
Chances are you don't have the best results in your entire company. You don't have the biggest double hand now, the biggest brand and biggest reputation compared to everybody else that's out there. So do you really want to put yourself in a position where a prospect is comparing you to every other option? You absolutely don't. Also, think about this. Network marketing, no matter how much automation or systems you put in place, which can definitely help, is a people business. At some point in time, your prospect is going to reach the point where they hover over that sign up button and think about putting their details in, and they go, do I really trust this person? Do I really feel they will help me get the results that I'm here for? Do I feel they will help me? Do I trust them as a benefit for me working with this person or joining this person? Why them? Why not anybody else? So if you've not built some kind of relationship with that person, offered some kind of benefit and made them feel that, yes, this is a great relationship for me business-wise, then you're really going to struggle to get beyond that point where someone says, that's interesting, but I'll get back to you. If you're hearing a lot of that, perhaps your audience is too broad, you lack a niche. So my advice to you, as an ambitious network marketer, if you are one, as someone that wants to make your life as simple and easy as possible, why make it harder, is have a particular group of people who you're helping solve a particular problem. How do I even think of that?
AKA if you're a single mom who wants to afford more things for her kids, or if someone else is a single mom and she's going to target everyone else by being like, oh, I used to be this and that, now I can stay home with my kids. We already know that, so thank you for confirming another thing.
That, Richard, I'm glad you asked. Think about someone like yourself who's just a couple of decisions ago. It doesn't matter if you've got big results or not, if someone sees that you're exactly like them, but you've taken a significant advantageous step. So for example, how many people do you know that lack any kind of direction, any kind of hope, any kind of sense of pride or accomplishment? Most people nowadays, if we're honest, looking around, same routine, same day in, day out. Where am I going with life? Am I wasting my time? I thought I'd been further on than I am right now. And even if all you've got is saying, you know what? I felt that way too, but I've now got direction. I've got hope. I've got a goal. I'm working on something. Something is exciting me. People want to know what that is. Did I mention results? No, I didn't. Is that still attractive? Yes. Why? Because you make it specific to that audience. To give you an example, to leave this with you, think about how you would put this into your business, your true story. When I first started, The main reason that I got involved in network marketing was to be able to spend more time with my daughter. I didn't have a father growing up. I wanted to be there when I became a father. So I got involved in network marketing to be able to grow my income, but also freedom, time to be proud of that scenario, that situation, how I ran my family. Now, I remember the first time I didn't have to work overtime. That was a big deal for me. It wasn't a bunch of money, it wasn't a bunch of anything, but it meant something to me. And what it also meant was something to other dads who were out there working overtime, having to choose between putting a roof over their head and being under that roof to spend time with their children. So I was able to talk about that. I was able to pick that market, and instead of saying, well, anybody that wants to make money, come see me, which isn't really a great message, it's competing with everybody, I was able to say, hey, as a proud dad, I was sick and tired of making the decision of choosing between putting food on the table and being there to eat the food with my family. For the first time.
So his niche are other parents, basically, who want to stay home with their kids. Great, just great.
Time in a long time, this project has enabled me to not work overtime today. I've been able to go for a walk. This picture, you can see, this selfie was created and made possible because of the project. I'm so excited to have my direction, motivation back and see where my life is heading. Now that simple post got me a ton of interest. Why? Because it meant something. It meant something to me. People could see that. And it meant something to the other dads who were reading it and going, that's exactly how I feel. And you know what? If a prospect sees your marketing message and they see and they feel that you understand their problem and you've moved beyond that, then I'm all ears to that exact same solution. Think about that. Why is it that recommendations are so important when we're asking for, tradesmen or anything like that? Because we trust the person who's recommending them. And if they have a house similar to us or a problem similar to us and they solved it, well, I'm sure that referral will solve our problem too. You don't need to play a game as complicated as you're playing it. Having a narrower focus on a niche will actually improve your marketing, the edge in what you offer, improve the relationships, and you'll feel a heck of a lot better about what you're doing because it means something to you. So I hope that's answered your question. I got a little bit passionate there, so spitting all over the place halfway through. But I'm a passionate man and I want to see you win. So I hope this has really served you well. Feel free to put it in the eyes and ears of your team or anyone you think it would benefit. I'm always here for real talk. Subscribe to my channel, be prepared for real.
Yeah, he wants to see you win and succeed because if he recruited you, he's the one that reaps the benefits off of your success. It's as simple as that, really. So that was a fun little ad, but he didn't really say anything that we didn't already know. I wanted to say something else, but I'm having that brain fog again, so I completely forgot what I wanted to say. So anyway, the next one was sent to me by my IG friend, and she keeps being messaged by savvy reps. She's big in yoga community, and savvy reps tend to do those yoga challenges that Alo does. Their reps tend to do those challenges, and then you have a little list saying like, oh, savvy sponsored this challenge or whatever, but it's actually just an MLM hun being a part of the challenge and trying to recruit other yogis who are doing the challenge. So this girl sends me so many messages because she keeps being messaged by savvy reps, and it's always savvy reps. So she says, hey, thanks so much for reaching out. What's your company and how would that work? And she says, the company is called Savvy. Have you heard of it? Take a peek at the website below. It gives you an overview and testimonials from women in our company. Then if you're interested, we can hop on a call or message through here. So it's Savvy Wear and Share, whatever. And my friend says, stop going around scamming people. I know it's an MLM. Stop contacting me or I'll report you. And usually they don't even stop contacting her after she says that. But anyways, let's move on to Eric. We have 2 videos from Eric, and this one says, I am proud of you. And I mean it. So let's take a listen.
If you're involved in the network marketing profession, I have one simple message for you today. And that message is, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for doing something uncommon. I'm proud of you for facing your fears. I'm proud of you for going out of the mainstream in order to be able to find your dreams. I'm proud of you for taking the steps necessary in a lonely business sometimes to be that self-motivated person that drives beyond average. You want more for your families. You want more from yourself. You want to contribute more to the world, and you're willing to do it in a way that is misunderstood by most people around this planet. So I want you to know I'm proud of you. Keep your chin up. Keep your shoulders back. keep your chest out, because we have a better way.
To me, this is just typical manipulation. Same like we had with Monat lady just last week, I think. I don't even know. I recorded like 5 videos today, so I don't know which week is what coming out. But it was the same. Maybe when they noticed that people are giving up and leaving their team and things like that, people are getting a little bit more and more aware of MLMs and what they are, how harmful they are, how many people actually end up losing money or hustle for free, never getting any profit out of MLMs. So then they go out and make these kind of videos where, why are you giving up on yourself? Or I'm so proud of you because you are doing against what all the uneducated people out there keep telling you. I know they don't support you, but I'm so proud of you. You are a fighter, you're this and that, when actually they're just motivating people to keep spending money on something that has 99% of chance of letting them down because the business is set up for them to fail. So that's very manipulative in my opinion. But anyways, the next one is called Top Reasons Why You Are Not Being Supported in Your Network Marketing Business. And this is Eric and his wife. So let's take a listen to this.
A person isn't supporting you. If you have a spouse that isn't supporting you, is you've been playing business and you haven't been doing business. You've been spending lots of time and not bringing in any dollars. You've been going to the events, which is great, important. You've been watching all the videos, which is great, it's important. You've been attending all the, courses or whatever is involved in your opportunity. You're spending time away from the family and you're not bringing in any dollars. Now, of course, it's true that you need to plant the seeds to grow your business, and it's going to take time for those seeds to take root. But what I will tell you is, if after a reasonable period of time, you're not generating revenue, you're going to create resentment in the home. You're spending all...
Yes, because your spouse sees you spending money, time, and effort on something that's not giving anything in return to you. And if they know anything about MLMs, they would know that it kind of resembles a pyramid scheme, a product-based pyramid scheme, but also, according to the FTC, around 99% of people earn very little to no money working this biz. This is why a spouse doesn't support you. It's because they want the best for you and they don't want to see you keep spending money, time, and effort on something that's never gonna give you anything in return.
All this time away from the house and you're not creating results. So if you want to get more support, a lot of the support that comes from originally an unsupportive spouse, it comes when the check grows. When the check gets significant, all of a sudden that support starts to show up. So one area where you can create resentment is over a longer period of time not getting results. So you can take charge and sit down with your spouse and say, let me give it 90 days. Let me give it 6 months. Set a time zone and a deadline to put yourself into action to be able to get some support for that period of time. And we'll talk more about that. But that's one particular area of non-support, which is your non-performance. So
he's kind of digging out his grave there by saying give yourself 3 months. Rarely anyone sees any success within 3 months. I mean, rarely in 3 years as well, but 3 months is nothing in the MLM industry unless you joined extremely early or if you have a big following on social media so you can recruit a lot of your followers, then you're gonna see growth very quickly. But if you're not any of these things, then you're never gonna see growth, but especially not in the 3 or 6 months.
So what's another?
Well, I think one of the reasons the spouse might be not supportive as well is they don't understand the value of network marketing. They don't really understand what you're doing because it's especially like you said, Eric, is when you are not producing results, it's hard to show for what exactly you're spending your time for. And that's one of the reasons that your spouse, first of all, they see you spending all this time, but they don't understand what is actually happening. What are you doing? What are the productive activities that are happening inside of the house? They just see you busy, but no results. So that creates the resentment. But on the other side, if they don't really understand what you're doing, that's a lack of communication that needs to happen. You need to explain to your spouse, first of all, why you started doing this. Because if you heard Eric train before, and he said that he's teaching how to tell you story, and in one of the cases might be your spouse doesn't even know your story. So your spouse doesn't know why you're doing network marketing. So if you explain to them, hey, these are the reasons why. Like, let's say you were not happy at your previous job, and you were not satisfied, or you were not recognized, or you didn't have that being celebrated inside of the office. You would just tolerate it. And if that happens, of course, you're not happy. But if you don't have this communication, if you don't have that conversation with your spouse, they may not even know what is happening outside of the home. So first of all, explain to your spouse why you're building this business, why it's important for you, how it's going to benefit you as a human being, and how it's going to help and benefit the entire family. And of course, like I said at the beginning, one of the reasons might be they just don't understand what network marketing is. So you might have to sit down with them and explain the benefits of our business.
One of the reasons also may be that they do understand what network marketing is and how much it resembles a pyramid scheme. And that's why they don't support you, because they don't want you to be in something that really resembles a pyramid scheme. But that's just my own opinion.
That because there are so many misconceptions about what we do and what network marketing is, and partially, of course, it's our fault because we overstate, we underdeliver, and if you don't learn skills necessary, you're not approaching people in a more professional way, and that might be your spouse as well. Maybe you just got so excited the day you heard about the opportunity, you just came home and you just pretty much threw up on them, like, oh, blah, 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 blah. This is what I'm gonna do, this is how it's gonna happen, and your spouse is like, whoa, whoa, hold on one second. Let me understand what you're going to do here. So communication gonna be the key.
So we talked about non-supportive. Lack of performance is one reason. Time away from family and creates some resentment. Communication is, or a lack of, is another reason, a big reason. And you're going to hear over and over what helps Maureen and I work together as a couple is a radical commitment to communication, a decision to communicate about everything. And I would say communication's not really it's radical communication. It's
over communication.
It's over communication. It is talk about everything. Here's what some couples do that struggle in this area is they want to protect their spouse or their partner or their kids or whatever. So they don't communicate. They don't communicate their dreams. They don't communicate their hopes. They don't communicate their fears. They don't communicate their doubts. They just put on this act to be the big protector. Guys do this, I think, every bit as much or more than women do this, because we want to be the protector. We want to be that strong provider, protector. You know, I don't want my family to worry. I don't want them to stress. I'll take it. Just put it on me. And what I say, I've learned this, but my wife will tell you that maybe I haven't learned it like I need to, is if you want to stress out your partner, don't tell them what you're stressed about.
That's right.
Then you'll stress them out like crazy because they'll know. And you say, no, I'm fine. Everything's good. Everything's good at, in the business. Everything's good with all my team. Everything's good with everything. If you stay in that mode, I'm telling you, you're going to stress them out. They're going to freak out. So over communication is really, really a big deal.
Okay, sure. Over communication and communication is great. Of course, it's good for a relationship to have good communication. But again, when it comes to MLMs, a lot of the times when you come home and you tell your partner about this great opportunity, they're most likely going to say, oh, that sounds too good to be true, which in most cases it is too good to be true if it sounds too good to be true. Or some of them are going to recognize, okay, well, this seems very scammy. Okay, well, this seems like a pyramid scheme. Some of them are gonna know exactly what multi-level marketing is and say, hey, this is not a good idea. A lot of people are gonna lose money. I cannot talk anymore. I'm super tired. I'm so sorry. I still hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your commentary down below. Help me out. I'm ready for bed and I can't even speak anymore at this point. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you would like to support me, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.